London, but it's pretty warm in London. And let me just get this going, and then we will be off. Okay. All right, good afternoon, everybody. And I'm very sorry if I've been keeping anybody waiting. I actually went out today and had a business lunch, my first business lunch of the year. And I then got stuck in horrendous Friday. Well, actually, then I ran out of oil in my car, I think because it hasn't been used in such a long time. And then I got stuck in Friday night traffic. So I was watching the clock, thinking I might have to broadcast this live from the front seat of my car, and thought, well, that could be interesting. But then when I really tried to stretch, there wasn't going to be much room. So I am here instead. All right, so let's get going. So first of all, let's just do some nice deep cleansing breaths. So sitting up nice and straight with your knees out so that you can really like root down through your seat and reach through the spine and let everything else open up. So let your belly go in between your knees. No need to tighten it up. And actually I find that if you really reach high with the crown of your head, because you're using your back muscles, the belly sort of can go soft. So hands on the hips, take a deep breath in and then sigh out. Inhale and sigh out. Inhale and then sigh out. And then just really start to slow your breath down. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do a couple more of these. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Now, I'm just going to start again with just a little bit of a face massage. I don't know whether anybody else suffers from hay fever or any kind of allergies, but this time of year, the pollen gets going and a lot of these passages around your eyes and your nose can get inflamed. So I just want you to take your nice thumb pads. If you've got really, really long nails, just be careful you don't poke your eyes, and put them into the corners of your eye sockets and just start to do gentle little circles moving outwards. So just along that brow bone. And I think you can hold a lot of tension around there, or it just gets very sort of puffy and congested. So just, especially on a Friday, so just if you've gone all the way to the edge, just sort of like really sort of smooth it out. And one more time, smooth it out, whichever is nice for you. If you like those little circles, do it, or if you like to smooth it out. And then just pinch your eyebrows. You know, I think we frown a lot when we concentrate, or I certainly frown a lot when I concentrate, always have. And as a result, I have a nice big crease in my forehead from all that frowning. So just sort of just give those eyebrows, those muscles there, those frown muscles, a bit of a massage. And then just the middle one there. Again, that's my biggest frown line from all that concentrating. So just, you get these really sort of frown muscles that get tight here. So just give them a bit of a munge and a massage. And then if you are feeling puffy, just lightly press into, you can feel your eye socket, can't you? The bones there, the cheekbones. Just press down and release anything there. Yeah, okay. And then thumbs into your temples. Just place your fingers wherever they feel comfortable and give yourself a little bit of a temple massage up to the top of your jawbone, sort of like your mandible is this, isn't it? It's the jaw. Just really just have a little bit of a little acupressure through there. Open and shut the jaw. Over to the side, gurn to the side, the other side. Just get it all going. Yeah. So if you've been, and then down to your cheek, you'll notice if any of these parts feel tender, it's probably because you've been concentrating and working really hard. For those of you who grind your teeth at night, or just like really clench your jaw, you might not be aware of it, but if you're pressing in here into that point where the jaw attaches to the skull, the cheekbones, that's like there's a big old muscle there, so just give that a bit of a stretch. And then finally, just give yourself a bit of a head massage like they do at the hairdresser sometimes. Just really just give yourself a head massage and get your thumbs into underneath your head, and really have a good root around there and press in, and then shake that off. Okay, lovely. Let me put my glasses on so I can see you. All right, and then just a couple of neck stretches. I hope you're feeling, I'm feeling pretty warm because I've been in the old car, and also it's quite muggy outside. So, which is good because it means we can stretch out a bit. So here we go. We're going to go down first. So big, deep inhale, sit up straight, exhale. Really let your chin go to your chest, sitting up nice and straight, and shoulders are down, so pulling away from your ears. And you can really sort of feel that stretch across the top of your shoulders, your trapezius muscles. Just really let the weight of gravity pull your head down. And then inhale, roll your chin along your chest up to the side to stretch out that side neck. Exhale, back down to center. And inhale all the way up to the other side. Exhale down to center. Inhale up to the side. 4 more times, down. And then up to the other side. Down again to the center. Just let it hang out here. And then up the head comes. I'm just going to shut the window because my neighbors are being outside. All right, so let's do some side tilts. Hand out to the side, press through the heel of your hand. This just really increases the stretch, sitting up nice and straight, and then tilting that head away from that outstretched arm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And up we come, over to the other side. Just be careful when you move. So hand out, press through the heel, sit up nice and straight, tall through the crown of your head, and then lean it over, really pushing away with that outstretched hand. You want to create as much distance as you can between your ear and your outstretched palm. Stretch it out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Bring it up back to center. And we're going to do the 45-degree angle one, but we're going to try stretching that hand out to the back. Okay, so tilt your head to one side. Actually stretch that hand out while you're still upright. Otherwise, it's a bit difficult to know where that arm is. So you're sort of going 45-degree angle the other way. Okay, and when you're ready, just tilt that forward. Stretch through that palm of your hand as far away as possible as you can. Try and keep those shoulders down to create that distance, and really, really stretch out that back, the back of your neck, back side of your neck. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. come up gently. Really always be gentle with your neck. No sudden movements. All right, over to the other side. 45-degree angle, stretch that one out. 45-degree angle behind you. And then exhale, down you go. Stretch, stretch, stretch through the heel of the outturned palm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So come up gently, shake out your hands, and then clasp your hands in between, clasp your hands together and sort of rest your chin on your fingers with the elbows out to the side. And then we're going to close the elbows, push the fingers up, and the head goes back. So inhale here and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and then exhale, open up those elbows. It's quite a stretch in your throat. So if you ever kind of like, you know, symbolically, if you ever want to like clear your throat or get ready to have a difficult conversation, then this kind of exercise is really meant to help. So inhale, we're going up, and this time on the exhale, we're coming down. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. All right, and release. And just a couple of just gentle in your own time, side to side. Often I'll do this sort of a few times during the day while I'm looking at the computer, just to keep a bit of mobility there. You can actually get a nice sort of stretch just doing that. Okay, and then just to get yourself all, make sure everything's back in position, just to imagine the nose, the tip of the nose is the tip of a rollerball pen, and you're making some lovely little circles. So once you've done one way, then go the other way. All righty. Okay, so let's just do some stretching. So some big shoulder stretches or rolls backwards, first of all. So just really concentrating on loosening up this bit. You can put your hands on your shoulders and start circling those elbows and make them a bigger and bigger movement so that the elbows start to come in. Your top back is curled, you're going up, your chest is going out, and then it's back again. So really some big opening up stretches. All right, and then, sorry, I'm a bit too close to the camera. We're going to just do that with our arms. So if you like, interlace the fingers, really stretch it up, but then let them go and reach as far back as you can until you find the hands together again. Up we go. And open wide. One more time. Stretch it up. And open. Okay, and here just raise one arm up and the hand down. Now here, just try to make sure that you're not pushing your head forward. You want to maintain a nice long straight spine, but really starting to stretch up here and through the armpit and the pec. If you like to, bring your other hand up and grab your elbow, and then see if you can make your elbow disappear behind your head, really, really stretching it. Remember to go at your own pace, what feels good for you. Everybody is slightly different in their body, so it doesn't, flexibility is not an achievement. Some people are just naturally more flexible than others, so it's important that it feels good for your body. So don't compare yourself to others. Generally in life, I think that's a good advice. Don't compare yourself to others. Just be fearlessly you. All right, so there we go. That one is nice and stretched, I think. So up it comes. Give it a bit of a shake if you need to. Give them both a bit of a shake if you need to. And then bring the other arm up. Place the hand down. Just check that you are not pressing your head forward. If this is enough for you, just do that. If you want to bring your other arm up and pull your elbow across. Now, interestingly, from what I can see, this elbow is not, this joint is on me is not as flexible as the other one, because the other one was disappearing behind my head and this one isn't. So there we go, just a classic example of how we are beautifully asymmetrical. The world would be a very boring place if we were all completely symmetrical and perfect. Okay, so inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, and release. So here, just with your knees pointing outwards and your toes going in the direction of your knees so that you've got a nice secure base, we're just going to just make like seaweed a bit and just start stretching out our sides. So just very, very easily, just easy, just start stretching it out. And I think by Friday, if you've been crunched up, you know, even this is like everything feels tight in your ribs, you know. And I think if you've been sitting a long time, you're breathing quite shallowly. So actually there doesn't need to be much movement in your ribs and your intercostal muscles. So just stretching them out can be a really lovely thing. All right, so now we just go a bit deeper. So here, just take one hand and place it across the body, say on the other thigh, and then reach the other hand up and make sure you've got a firm footing, and we'll go over. So here, it's sort of like if you do yoga on the mat, it's sort of like a trikonasana pose where you're in a little triangle and you're leaning over to the side, but you're trying to spiral your body up and looking at the ceiling. So just wherever you are, just trying to rotate your torso up so that you can see the ceiling, and stretch the arm out in a lovely straight line if you can. So feeling that stretch all the way from the hip all the way up to the little finger. Okay, and then using your core muscles, if you like, your obliques to get you up. So the other way around, so cross body. If you like to use it as a bit of a grip, you can, but the other hand goes up and then stretch it over. Notice within your own body whether you feel tighter on one side or the other, or are they both exactly the same? So press down with those feet, and ideally you want to be making sure both your buns, both your buttocks are firmly on the chair to really maximize the stretch down the side. So again here, just try and tilt your torso, and you can use this elbow on the inside of your thigh to help you twist a little bit. We're going to do one more on either side. Okay, and up we go. So here, try that variation where you are going to use your, sorry, I thought I'd switched that off. I have switched that off. One arm over, the other one goes over, and that elbow, just put that elbow in between your thigh and then use it to twist you, to help you twist more towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale and up. So it's sort of like seated, it's sort of like a seated triangle pose. If anybody does kind of yoga on the mat, it's sort of like a seated version of that. All right, and the other way, I don't know, already I'm feeling longer in the body. I can really feel that stretch. I hope you can too. So hand over, inhale all the way up, get that elbow into your inner thigh, and then use that elbow to help you twist the torso a little bit so that you're kind of like you want to shine up to the ceiling. So it's sort of like a twist and a stretch. Inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And up we come. So hands on hips. We're going to do that kind of seated cat-cow, but a sort of variation of that. So it's just really to get that flexibility and movement into your spine after sitting down all day. So the movement is elbows forward, shoulders forward, everything forward, curling that back. Now here, try and get those elbows in the direction of the knees to create as much space between your shoulder blades as possible. Really, really stretch out that space. Okay, when we come back up, it's the other way. So elbows go back, chest goes forward and up. If it's comfortable for you to look at the ceiling, then do so. If not, then just look forward. You're kind of like, it's really sort of like cat-cow, sort of really, the spine is arched here, like this. And then like this, it's the other way. Concave, is it? Is it concave? Just back and forth, you know what I mean. Okay, so really delicious, delicious stretching. Really luxuriate in these stretches. Go to the maximum stretch that you can and still enjoy. Don't overdo it. And up and chest forward, elbows back. Up we go. And to neutral. So from here, let's, the shoulders are going back. They should be nicely warmed and open now. Let's just do a little bit of either clasping our hands behind the back, or reverse prayer, just to really open up those shoulders. So I'm just going to move to one side so you can see. So the options are either getting into prayer position and then reversing your prayer. Hope you can see that. Yeah, so you get into it by doing prayer and then just flipping it up. And ideally, you want to just scoot those hands up, or you could hold on to your elbows, okay, like that. It's all the same sort of movement. If that is not comfy, you can clasp your hands and pull them down, or you can hold on to a sock and hold either end of a sock to get that kind of movement. But really you want your shoulders back and down. So just really opening up. And if you're in any of those positions, so let's see, we're going to go forward. So if you're in reverse prayer, whichever one you're in, again, widen your knees so that you've got good balance with the feet pointing in the same way as the knees. And then we're going to go forward with a flat back. Okay, so here we go. Extend the spine. So if you're being pulled from the crown, and then exhale forward. Just go as far as you can with a straight back. To be honest, if you've got your hands behind you, then it's very hard to curl your back. And remember that the neck is an extension of the spine. So look down so that you're not sort of curling your neck upwards. So inhale, exhale, just sink a bit deeper. Inhale, find that length, and exhale a little bit deeper. Inhale, find that length, and exhale a little bit deeper. Okay, now wherever you are, just release your hands and then fall down, sort of like a sitting ragdoll. Fall down in between your knees and let yourself just hang down. If you like to grab your elbows with the opposite hand and hang down. Knees are wide apart, allowing your spine to go through, your torso to go through the space in between your legs and hang down. But you are supported, anchored by your feet, and the knees are bent.
Really, really just let loose. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. You can make tiny little circles with your nose again, just to make sure that the neck is all nice and loose. And when you're ready, just place both palms on the floor and then slowly curl yourself up. So it's sort of a seated ragdoll. And then rotate your shoulders. And if you like to here, I always like this one, is to either grab onto the chair behind you or clasp your hands behind your chair. As I've said before, I've got a very narrow bit up here, so it's quite hard for me to do it. But wherever, so I'm just going to grab onto either side. So wherever you are, you can either clasp your hands behind your back or hook your hands over the chair and then just lean forward, opening up. So straight spine, neck in line with the spine. Just really, really open up those pecs, those delts, the things that get, when we hunch over our computers and our laptops and all that kind of thing, those kind of muscles get tighter and tighter and shorter, which means we round our shoulders the wrong way. I don't know whether there's right or wrong, but it just means that you kind of curl over. And I think you need a nice wide open chest to be able to breathe properly and really open up your lungs and your rib cage if possible. Okay, excellent. All right, so just come up when you're ready, and I think it is time for some twists. Okay, so let's see what we're going to start with. I don't know. I always love this one because it's kind of 2 in 1. So the ankle on the knee. But if it's not comfortable for you, then put both of your knees down on the floor, and you can always put your hand over the opposite knee. But if you want to kind of do both, like stretch out this bit here, and because you're opening up your hip here, it's sort of abducting the hip. So opening up that hip, so sitting nice and straight and crossing the body with one hand to the outside of that knee. Inhale, the arm goes up and over, resting on the chair. So every inhale, find some height, and exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist, and one more. Inhale up, exhale, twist, and release. Apologies if you can hear one of my dogs. Somebody's knocked on the door, but somebody else is going to go and get it. All right, and flip over to the other side, sitting up nice and straight. I mean, as I said, this is just a really nice position to sit in when you're working anyway, I think. Okay, so cross the body with that hand. Inhale. The other one goes up and over, opening out that chest. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Let's do one more for good luck. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And release. And actually, while we're here, let's do that forward fold with the knee up like this. So hands on your knee and your ankle, sitting up nice and straight. And just make sure that you can see your toes over your knee, because we're going to go forward. So you kind of need it in a position that's going to support you. So shoulders back, and then just lead with your chest, your heart center, forward, straight back, straight back. You might feel an intense stretch in your glutes and your thighs. That it feels good. Okay, and then if you get further down, you can just rest your elbows down. Just really, really letting that big bottom muscle stretch out and release some tension. So a couple more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale.
Okay, inhale and up. And let's do the other side. So cross over again. Hands on the knee and the ankle, sitting up nice and straight. And then leading from the chest, go forward as if somebody was pulling you with a string forward until you get where you want to go, or want to rest your elbows on the knee and the ankle and just hang out. So enjoying that opening of the hip and the stretch in your glutes. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, and up you come. And let's just cross that leg now, sitting very elegantly. And actually on the bottom foot, I actually like to come up onto the balls of my feet, just to give me that extra height. So if you're not already doing that, try that. So the bottom foot is sort of like that. It just gives a bit of extra height. So here we go. Hands in prayer center, prayer position at your heart center. Inhale to find as much height as you can, and then exhale, hook that elbow over that knee, press against the knee, and aim your prayer for the center of your sternum. Doesn't matter, it's not quite there, but ideally just keep twisting, reaching through. Every single inhale is a lengthening of the spine. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Okay, release. Keep your prayer. Let's switch over to the other side. So get yourself sitting really nice and straight up, maximum height, and then twist and hook. The longer the spine, the easier it is to twist. So reach through the crown of your head and twist. Reach through the crown of your head and then twist. More and more. Through the crown of your head and then twist. And release. Okay, I think we're going to do the downward dog with the table. So stand up, move your chair away somewhere safe. Make sure your table is nice and secure. I'm going to leave it down there. So come about a leg distance away, bent knees, fold from your hips, grab onto the table, bend your elbows out, and then wrap them underneath before you pull back. So out, underneath, and then pull back. Now grabbing on tightly, just stretch, lean back, stretch out as far as you like to. And remember, if you want a bigger stretch in your hamstrings, just bend the knees slightly and then tilt the sitting bones, your bottom bones, up to the sky. Stretch it out, let your head, if it's comfortable for you, just relax your head and let it fall down in between your arms. So you're probably going to end up looking at your knees or your thighs. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Right, and from here, we're going to release into that ragdoll position. So just fold over with our hands either interlaced or holding on to your opposite elbows. From here, try and put the weight into the balls of the feet a little bit more, which allows gravity to use the weight of your head and shoulders to elongate your spine. Inhale, exhale, let it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Release your hands and then slowly roll vertebra by vertebra. You know the drill. All the way up to the top. I'm just going to change my camera position so I'm not a headless lady. Okay, roll it up. Few more exaggerated shoulder rolls, palms facing forward. Pulse those thumbs back to give your chest just that last bit of opening up, and then hands in prayer position. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I'm sorry I was late. I can tell you I do not miss Friday night traffic, but today somehow I got caught up in it. So have a brilliant weekend, everybody. Thank you for coming, and I will see you again next week. Bye.